How I wish what his name, Ojo Zakalo came up. Majority of the Igbo people would have voted for Tulumbu more than the Ojo Zakalo. That's the way we vote.
Okay.
But Obi have become a national change now. So just what his name? He's just wasting his time. Let's end it this way.
Thank
Obi
you.
have answered him. He's our next president.
Thank you very much for calling. I think I can afford... No, I can't actually afford another message which I wanted to read. So I'll go for a break when I come back. You are on the sunny side of Nigeria Info. My name's Joyce. We'll be right back.
On Facebook and YouTube. Be part of the Info family.
Log on to nigeriainfo.fm on our mobile app and website.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Ring-a-ding-ding-a-ling. Listen up, ladies and germs, because I've got great news for you. Now, are you a rapper, singer, or are you just creative in your own way? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then guess what? You can be the lucky winner of 1 million naira. And I know what you're thinking. Where is the money? Show me the money. Well, that's what I'm about to do. All you gotta do is use the cool sound by Cool FM on TikTok and Instagram. Click on the arrow sign below to duet the video, or simply just use the sound. Unmute your microphone, record a video of yourself freestyling to the sound, upload your video on TikTok or Instagram using the hashtag CoolSoundCheck and the hashtag CoolFM969. Did you hear that? You can't afford to get it wrong. Hashtag CoolSoundCheck. It's that simple. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Follow at CoolFM Nigeria on TikTok and join the hashtag CoolSoundCheck Challenge right about now. Top 10 entries will be shortlisted, and the entry with the highest likes stands a chance to win. Want me to say it again? 1 million naira. What's more, you also get an all-expense paid recording session, free airplay, and an exclusive interview with your superstar cast of presenters. Entries close on the 18th day of November, so what are you waiting for? Vroom, vroom. Jump on it and show us what you got. Can you spit on the microphone? Well, here's your chance to prove it, and also win yourself some cool cash while you're at it. Remember, you gotta use the hashtag CoolSoundCheck, powered by Cool FM. What are you waiting for? Do the thing already.
The high cost of tickets now die. Just spoiled my jackpot plans to Qatar for the World Cup.
See, my family and I had plans to jackpot for a different Christmas and shopping. But now, all plans cancelled.
Relax. There's a place you can jackpot to without paying flight tickets.
How?
Wonderland Lagos. One city, 4 villages. Come watch football, experience fun at Christmas, back-to-back concerts, and a market that never sleeps for 33 days. Gate opens from December 1st to January 2nd at the Eco Energy City, VI.
For entry tickets and more info, visit www.wonderlandlagos.com. Wonderland, the city that never sleeps. Or more, now jackpot to Wonderland Lagos this December. Oh. So the way you did since.
Where that criminal? You must pay my rent today.
Oga landlord, calm down.
Officer, Dakun, I beg you to your loan. Before you carry this criminal go, make him pay my rent first.
Oga landlord, them no dey carry me go anywhere. In fact, now my personal security be this. My life don't change. Your wife been tell me say when I won't sell the house for 150 million naira. Take am. Now the cash be this.
Yay! Na lie yo!
Na true, Oga landlord. With the one win for Mega Millions Naija Lottery. My life will change, oh!
Mega Millions Lottery. Will be Sonny. How I fit play now?
Oh, now don't hear am. Oh, yeah, sharply visit www.megamillionsnaija.com to register, play, and win. This message is brought to you by Mega Millions Naija. Play it, win it. Not for those under 18.
He floated into the post and flies on up. We may have just seen the best player of World Cup 2018, Kylian Mbappe.
The biggest sporting event returns. 32 teams from the 5 continental confederations will slug it out for football's grand prize and the first ever World Cup to be held in the Arab world. Join every match day from November 20th to December 18th as we cover all the action of the 2022 FIFA World Cup live and exclusive on your number 1 station for talk, Nigeria Info. The FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 on Nigeria Info. It's live football just the way you like it.
The Sayo in Qatar 2022.
Cloud
Africa introduces Of Blood, Bones, and Water with Angel.
Hi guys, it's Angel Smith, your talk show / podcast host for Of Blood, Bones, and Water. So tune in as we discuss topics that we shy away from in Nigeria.
A podcast that shares life experiences that have been too much and existing in vulnerable moments. You don't want to miss this. Follow Of Blood, Bones, and Water on all streaming platforms to catch up on new episodes.
Love ya.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
If it's information, then it's notable, objective,
subjective,
for time,
with time.
On Wednesdays, we hold it to be worthy of note.
I agree.
We're right back. It's worth hearing. It's worthy of note on the sunny side. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Here is Saludo.
Saying things that are in the economy. Let me tell you, for the records, Anambra State has the lowest unemployment of any state in Nigeria at 13%. National Bureau of Statistics, not Anambra State numbers. Anambra State has poverty rate decline from 53%.
Maybe we have to now actually stretch this conversation and introduce a lateral aspect to it. Do you think that Peter should have run on ABGA platform so as to concentrate both clout and effort in the East? And when I say clout and effort, you know what I mean, because this a symbolic political party emerging from the East, but you also have to consider that Saludo said that he didn't quite get, but wait, is that your brother if he comes at you like that in public? Well, maybe that's how. Is there something else on the line here? Should Peter have done as he was told? Or is Peter a little too reaching that he chose to single out his ambition so that whatever is happening right now is not quite a comfortable reality for a few people, and Saludo might just be one of them, and probably Saludo is just the most outspoken of them, or the one who thought, well, I'm just going to say something. I'm not going to just sit down here in silence. And remember, the beginning of his literary piece, he goes, history calls and I wouldn't be silent. So I think he's not the only person who thinks that this should have been an Igbo thing as against whatever it is right now. Hey, welcome to the show. Let's talk. You're on Nigeria Info. Hey, welcome. How are you doing?
Good afternoon.
Thank you for calling.
My name is Onyemwua, calling from Aja.
Great.
It is so saddening that some people following blindly to see the message in what Soludo said.
Okay.
Soludo was formerly a CBN governor. He's not ordinary person. He's one of the elites in the East. So, and he was even speaking for some elites underground that people don't know. That just say, I'm obedient. How many elites, people that can penetrate into the angle, into the rooms, into the kitchen of those that are ruling us? How many that elites in the Igbo land that are supporting Peter Obi? Now, Soludo was coming out and said, you, Peter Obi, you came as a governor under Afghan. You even promised you not leave the party. Now, assuming you come from the same party, whether you even win or you are not win is another thing. But people will have accepted this party worldwide. If you are talking about APC today, you can even, before you think about Buhari, you think about Tinubu. And if you are talking about PDP, before you think about any other person, you think about Obasanjo and Atiku. So Soludo was saying, as my brother, you will have start from here. Even if you don't win, you have to make our party worldwide accepted. So people are just throwing stuff to Soludo without thinking. Now, second thing is that you accuse somebody that you didn't do well. And you come out and say, I accept. So if you accept that you didn't do well, how will you do well as a president? I am not speaking against Peter Obi. But what I'm saying is that people can't just speak or go to internet and start lambasting Soludo without thinking logically.
Okay, no, so there's an error. Pardon me. There's an error to your interpretation that you are saying that he admits that he didn't do well. No, he's not admitting that he's doing well. He is conceding to an argument. That's not saying that he didn't do well. He's saying if you say I didn't do well, then you do better. That's not consent. That's not saying I've lost. That's not what it is.
That response is not really accepted way. That's
really?
The way you will have put it, yes.
Okay, we'll find
My
out.
brother, he said I didn't do well. Can you point out to the public the area I didn't do well? Is it security? Is it economic? Is it education? Is it social?
Okay.
Is it what?
Okay.
Then let him come out. Let it be an argument that people will learn from.
Fantastic.
Okay, if I didn't do well in the security, what do you think we can do as a governor now? I can support you.
But
do well
Peter
in that
Obi is
area.
not on his cabinet, so Peter Obi cannot be saying what can we do well. Soludo is governor now. You see that? So Soludo is at the helm of affairs in Anambra State. Peter is not on his cabinet.
So yes,
okay.
I started by saying Soludo is one of the elites. It's somebody you can't push away. It's somebody you can't write off. So now this election that is less than 4 months now, after the election, all our eyes will clear.
Okay, hold on now.
Let Soludo, let Peter Obi carry on those that can penetrate into the kitchen of those that can determine our destiny in Nigeria.
Okay, hold on a second.
My point.
Given that Peter Obi, is running on the Labour Party, do you think this is a wrong decision? You think he should have still done it? Okay.
Because you Peter Obi came out as Abga for president. You promised you won't leave. Now some people that are now carrying something that will tarnish your image. That okay. Why are you not starting from the Abga?
No, it doesn't tarnish his image. This is is merely a political argument. It's not an image matter.
It's a political argument, but you can see the way it's going.
Okay.
But let Peter Obi, please, he may be listening. Let Peter Obi, my point, just more people will remember. Let Peter Obi go and beg and let people that can penetrate into the kitchen or those that can tell us that nobody will come out tomorrow, I will not come out. Somebody can say that.
Did you just say go and beg? So I'm going to scream if I get one more groveling human around here. Go and beg for what? Wait, how are you interpreting this thing? Maybe that's the essence of the conversation on Nigeria Info. Good afternoon. Welcome. Tell me your name. Turn up the volume of your radio set. Remember, when you call the radio station, you must turn up the volume of your radio set. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for calling.
Yes, my name is Lola from Ikorodu.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, please turn off your radio and then you call me back, all right? Because I'm getting some interference. Hello. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, Joyce.
Good afternoon.
I think. Can you hear me?
I'm with you. Yes.
So I think.
What's your name?
Just wants to shine. My name is Rachel. I'm from Suleri.
Thank you for calling.
The guy just wants to shine because he sees the way Obi is progressing. Okay, I think it's normal to leave Africa and go to like another party.
Mm-hmm.
It's his choice. So I don't see why Soludo is being. I don't know. The guy he just needs to chill. Let him just leave Peter Obi. It's not necessary.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's not just necessary at all. That's just my point.
Do you think Peter made a wrong choice leaving ABGA and running on a different platform? Because that seems to be one solid contention here that's established. Thank you very much. The sunny side, good afternoon to you. Hello? I cannot... Oh, real quick. Yeah, good to have you here. Thank you. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, for me, no matter what he has said, you are expected to do your own bit as a governor. While he was a governor, he did his own bit. And this guy that just spoke last is saying that people are not thinking logically. He shot himself somehow. Why will you come up? Were you there? Have you been to Anambra? Were you part of Peter Obi's cabinet?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I'm with you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, when he was a governor, he's the only governor that steady that every student as a then had his phone number that will communicate with him, and he will tell them, this is what we need, and they will make sure they have it. As at then, what was which of the schools got the highest pass marking by Was it not in Anambra under Peter Obi? Which governor has ever done that? You know, if we continue to count things he has done, yeah, you might say he has not done 100%, but he did his own bit.
Okay, now hold on. Soludo would appear to suggest, pardon me, I get all your credits for Peter. But Soludo would love to suggest that Peter should have done whatever is happening right now on the ABGA platform.
On the ABGA platform. You know, they also have their own candidate. And he also debunked, I think, his own word on their candidate didn't go well because he's trying to say we only have 2 horse race. You understand? That's the APC, the 2 leading parties. I think, from my own view or observation, I think he's having a tilt or a love for one of those candidates. In case maybe they win, he might have.
It might not even be love. Apparently, he says, and I quote, "During our meeting, I reminded him of my proposal to him to come and contest under ABGA. More importantly,
a man who has principle, will always go with his principle. That party, you know, they have their own ways and principles. Just like when Peter Obi was in PDP, he expected that they would have done the right thing by shifting
and then he left.
And he saw that this is a party that does not stand on their word. You don't expect a man to continue with a party that does not follow that's their promise.
Okay, no, it might not even be that. But now, for example, Soludo placed a limitation on Peter. He said something. He says, "I don't even think if you run on ABGA you would win, but at least you would have given us the clout." So is Peter supposed to have yielded to that limitation?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Thank you very much for calling. We're going to go to WhatsApp right now. So this is also it's necessary that we establish a certain level of psychological undertone here. Soludo says that he knew that Peter would not win on ABGA. Peter wants to believe that he can win. And then he goes around, this whole campaign following whatever personal principles he has, and then chooses to sidestep, maybe not sidestep, he just chose something other than what might have been the discussion between himself and Soludo. Do you think Peter, has done something to offend Soludo that's justifiable, being that he didn't run on ABGA? And should Peter have sidestepped that limitation placed on him? Because that is, to me, a very unbelievable limitation you would place on someone. But then again, maybe it's a justifiable, objective reality for ABGA that ABGA didn't quite have the clout. And as such, if Peter were to run on ABGA, Soludo thought, no, you can't win. But here, Peter is saying, I can do this differently. How dare he? Welcome to the show. WhatsApp.
All right. Elder Godwin says it's the total blackmail from Soludo with the following points. He never recognized the investment made by Obi. He attacked Obi based on the reactions of Obi supporters. He said Obi cannot win. He lied on poverty rate of Anambra under Obi. He said Obi was, in quote, investing when people are hungry, etc. Everything in that piece is meant to demarket Obi. Please, Joyce, find time to read the piece written by the former pro-chancellor of UNN who made Soludo a prof. His position on this Soludo thoughtless write-up should be the position of every reasonable Igbo person. He must apologize to Nigerians and the Igbo nation in particular.
Thank you. Please, if you're on Twitter, could you tag me to the piece, Joyce Onyemwua on Twitter? I'd love to read it because I think I want to understand the underbelly of all of this. Well, welcome to the show then. Another message?
Yeah. This one says, good day, Joyce. I thank God Peter Obi did not accept to contest under APGA. Had he done that, many would have taken him as Igbo president. He was so wise. Uchenna from Ikwe.
Thank you very much, Uchenna, for calling. Another WhatsApp message. Then we'll go to the telephone lines.
Peter Obi defeated Soludo in his second term as governor. Soludo believes he's better than everyone, but Obi deflated his ego in 2009. Yesterday, Obi justified why he's the best candidate in 2023. People would throw stones at obedience and expect us to keep mute. Shetima and Co are still insulting Obi, but no one is reprimanding him.
I've not seen any insults though. Come on now, don't make this any more complex than it already is. Because between Obi and Peter, for the sake of heaven, it's not clear. Except that now people are saying, oh, it's jealousy, it's arrogance. He thinks, well, I'm a professor, maybe I'm more deserving of the clout than Peter. I mean, for heaven's sake, he said Peter couldn't win. Isn't it the people who determine politics? Maybe not. Maybe something else. We'll find out your position on the Sunny Side Nigeria Info. Make it back. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, Joyce.
Thank you. My name's Joyce. Yes, it's good to have you here. Tell me your name. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Joyce. My name is Godwin, calling from Lafayette, Loshoro.
You're taking your time. You don't have that.
Thank you. Yes, to the issue at hand. P2P, in fact, is a man of honor. And even though in his hometown, Soludo was supposed to be one of the elders that's supposed to package, do whatever, it turned the other way. And P2P has done the needful. And that shows the quality of the personality OBE. It shows the maturity in P2P. It shows the leadership quality, not the rulership in P2P. And to me, the problem I see in Soludo is that he is suffering from political pachoko. You understand me?
No, I don't.
It's
but...
the sickness that is affecting him. And by the grace of God, he is saying that the two major presidential candidates, Atiku and Jagaban, he is preferring two of them better of Obi. Huh? With the situation that is practically seen all over. It is saying that Nigeria in the hand of these two mentioned presidential candidates, Atiku and Asiwaju, it is saying that two of them are better to handle this country with the situation we all know.
That's a question you're leaving me with. One I do not have an answer for, but maybe I'll come back with something worth thinking about. We'll be right back on Worthy of Note.
Your money, you don't need to worry. Them no go fit to scam you. Any transaction you go fit to perform. You don't even need smartphone, no. You don't need the data. Create Naira wallet. Check your balance. Transfer money. Any service you need, you can bank on it. Yes, you can. Just take your phone and press. In the village, in the city, anywhere where you dey. Whether you be barber, you dey sell a car. Any job where you get, you just know say yes you can. You can bank on it. Oh yeah, alele sarewa, monsin sorry, sorry, no carry last oh. Yes you can. Bank on it, stop my saving.
E-Naira. Same Naira, more possibilities.
He floated into the post and flies it up. We may have just seen the best player of World Cup 2018, Kylian Mbappe.
The biggest sporting event returns. 32 teams from the 5 continental confederations will slug it out for football's grand prize and the first ever World Cup to be held in the Arab world. Join every match day from November 20th to December 18th as we cover all the action of the 2020 FIFA World Cup on is live football just the way it is.
We say you're in Qatar 2022.
Premier League is not UEFA. Small body man, big account. But it's no this year. Get up to 220% on bonus bets on 100 cards. A big game and enjoy fast payout anytime. How the team will win of the 10 million Terminator jackpot when you bet on Parimatch. Visit parimatch.ng to sign up today. Parimatch, they play, you win. Joa.
My people, how na day? On a correct TV station, Wazobia Max TV Lagos gets one important information wey we won't give on her. We dey carry on gongo, come out from UHF 57, go enter UHF 33. For all of una wey dey use antenna and aerial to dey watch us, make una rush. We scan to UHF 33 from November 7, 2022, so that una go fit to enjoy all our better programs on top Wazobia Max TV. Wazobia Max TV, better entertainment.
Then it's notable. Objective.
Subjective.
4 time.
With time.
On Wednesdays, we hold it to be worthy of note.
I agree.
Nigeria info.
Nigeria info, worthy of notes. Beautiful Wednesday afternoon, 47 minutes past 1 p.m. All right, so my brother, but it's not clear. Welcome. Or maybe that's how politics works. Maybe they're intense. Maybe the intent can be political, but the brotherhood relationship is intact. And maybe I can feel something and come at you with any excuse available. Or maybe I really have justification for my stance. Well, the Igbo community, its elders within that community have taken the Anambra State governor before the gods. That's hilarious. But maybe maybe they're so serious that they think we need to take him before the gods, and this would serve as something against anyone who would come out and speak against a brother. I think it's frightening on one hand. I think it's comical on the other hand. And I'm in sheer disbelief. I'm thinking if the elders think, well, whatever brotherhood you have going on, we'll take you before the gods. And maybe they will do something to hold you back or shut you up. It's like, it's that serious. Yes, it is. Let's find out what you have to say about it. We're on WhatsApp.
This guy says, as much as I don't like any of the candidates, I love Obi's response. All these politicians will keep saying what we want to hear, but at the end of the day, they do what they truly have in mind, which is to care about their family alone. Afenifere fighting because of Tinubu, their brother. Igbo people disagreed because of Obi, and none of the Northerners are fighting. And we're wondering why they keep dominating the seat. This one says, hi Joyce, please correct this. Peter Obi is not coming as the president of the Igbos. He's coming as the president of Nigeria. People should stop making it sound like he's coming as the president of the Igbos.
Oh, pardon me. Nobody has suggested it. It's not even my opinion. I'm suggesting from the submission made by Soludo that he wanted Obi to run. In fact, I'm reading verbatim what Soludo wrote on his piece, where he states that Peter Obi should have run on the Abgar platform. And he then adds to that saying that he knew that Peter couldn't win. In fact, he states it twice on that piece, that Peter even knows that he can't win. And he says Peter is playing a game. We know he's playing a game. I told him to run on Abgar. I was sure he wasn't going to win. And it's like, hold on a second. So let's look at this psychologically. Then maybe Peter must have done something against the perceived egotistical hierarchy to have stepped away. And so that's when you look at the way hierarchies work, right? So someone says, you're my brother, let's come together, let's do this. And then you step away and they're so offended that they minimize all of your effort. Like they're so pissed at what you have done. Because one would think, well, if that's really your brother and he's saying, okay, I'm from the East and I want to run for the president of Nigeria, one would assume rather quickly that, well, okay, so even though the ticket wasn't zoned, well, it seems as though there's a good opposition in this run. He doesn't even have to win. It just has to make a statement, right? Good. But your brother is so offended that the Igbo elders have to take him before two gods, assuming that one is not enough. Welcome to the show. Let's talk. Hello, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Go ahead.
This is Mr. Frank.
Great.
You see, nothing good comes to easy. And the one philosophy says that man must undergo difficulties before he takes the ability. Yes, even Peter on his own, from the Holy Book, from the Bible.
Hey.
It was not that easy now. Did you know when the praise will come, where Peter carried his sword and cut off somebody's ear?
Peter cut off his son's ear?
The Peter from the Holy Book, from the Bible.
He cut off his son's ear?
He cut off somebody's ear.
Oh, but not his son. Okay.
So, even in the Bible, it was not easy. And Peter has been there. And he fought to the last.
Is Peter Obi supposed to run this thing outside Abga, in your opinion?
What is Abga? What is LP? Even LP is more wider than Abga. And Peter Obi is that kind of man that has sense inside his brain.
They know that this Africa cannot carry him along. And he reasoned this wisely and went to Labour Party. Today he's booming. Now, Soludo is thinking that he could have followed Africa.
He even said that he wasn't going to win under Apga. He even said it in his piece.
Did you know when the devil take Jesus Christ to a mountain?
Leave Jesus out of
this. It will
this.
drop from that place that I'm going to give you all these things. And that you are going to set angels that will catch you on the ground. Definitely he knows that he's not setting anybody that will catch Jesus. He wants Jesus to fall from that place and crash.
So are you saying that when a person places a limitation on you, you should disappoint them by stepping away?
You can stand on your own leg just as close like as you are now.
Seems like...
Is it possible for human being to deceive you? Human being, you now, just that I know. Mr. Frank, I know you. Is it possible for a human being to deceive you?
Well, you know, I'm crazy. I might not be a good example.
Just want to laugh or you want to just play along. To show that you now, human being, born of a woman, can deceive you. For the little I know you.
So
this Obi is wiser than all these things they are doing.
So Obi is not a betrayal.
He's my president. He's my presidential candidate. I'm waiting for on May 29 when he will be sworn in because he have no competitor. Nobody's challenging him.
Well, no, there are other candidates on the. They might not be your candidate, but they're. No, it's okay. It's fair game as long as you know there are other candidates. There are other candidates. You know what? You've spoken real good, and I thank you very much for calling me. That was something. WhatsApp.
All right. Good afternoon, Joyce. Nigerians forget that to take a political post, you have to be a politician. And as politicians, everything is all about interest. Before I support you as a politician, brother or no brother, you must be able to convince me that my interest will be protected. All this talk from Soludo is for Peter Obi to come to the table of negotiations.
Might not even be you. It might just be that as a trader, we didn't think you were capable of moving ants in one straight line. And here you have a people who have a mantra, and that maybe that in itself. I mean, you have to understand it psychologically. Soludo says you can't win, and that's how you start a fight. Well, for me at least. You know, like it's like, wait, no, don't say that. But maybe politically, clout is required, money is required, and maybe something else. And Peter was dry land, incapable of all that was required to emerge a leader. And so it seems as though all of this noise you obedience are making, whom he refers to, when he refers to the movement. And maybe the way the obedient people go at other people who do not have faith in what they believe in as Hitler. And that is such a weighty thing. He doesn't quite appear to be. I even want to forgive him before he apologizes for that one, because that's like, I don't know whether you really want to evaluate this sentence again. Yeah, I think you should. We're going to go to WhatsApp.
Joyce, the frustration of Soludo is that he wants Obi to join him in creating a regional political bloc, which is not feasible, but was disappointed because Obi is full-fledged Nigerian, not a Southeasterner. Ogochukwu from Ota.
Okay, what was that sentence again? The regional bloc, like a political party that represents that region, right? Yeah, that was also what one would be able to. I think I also extracted that from the write-up, and it's not happening. So I want to hear what other Nigerians think. Obi says, I'm running as a Nigerian for all of Nigeria. So I saw a clip yesterday. He says, the amount of oil we're told that we consume cannot be. He compared Nigeria to Pakistan and says, yet Pakistan uses a third of what we use as a country. Who's drinking your oil? I thought I found that very funny. But he seems to, at least if he's condemned for saving, he might be able to save some oil. Telephone lines. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah. This Obi and Soludo Saga.
Who's Uncle B?
You say?
Who's Uncle B?
No, I said Obi and
Oh, pardon me. Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Yes, actually, I think I don't want to blame people for being emotional about the comment that Soludo made. But I just want us to still look into this what Soludo is trying, the sense is trying to make about these things.
Okay.
I think when we look at PDP as a party, you know, the co-founder and every other thing that PDP is today, I mean, we can say PDP is clearly, you know, belongs to the Northern. And when we look at...
no, I don't think so now. I didn't see you in Lagos. Are you joking?
Yes, I mean, that is why they can maneuver the party the way they want.
No, I think that's politics. Politics is about maneuvering, but I don't. But there are PDP people all over the country.
I know. I mean, they have grown to that level, but the core, you know, engineer under the PDP now, I think we can say if they are from the North. Let me continue. AD now, coming from AD, AC, APC now, I think they have a face, and the face is like a Yoruba face party. So what Soludo is the sense is trying to make now is avoiding the fact that Obi can win under Labour Party or not. I think ABGA has a ground. They have a structure than Labour Party because they are already ruling.
Yeah, but he set a limitation on Obi. So do you think Obi should have remained under that limitation?
Wow,
no, you must consider it now. No. You know why? You must consider it.
But I don't think it's limitation. Permit me to say that. I don't think it's limitation. He is speaking as a politician from the ground of like, trying in its wide scope of reasoning concerning within the political sphere. I think he's trying to look at it holistically.
Is it possible that he could be wrong? Now, is it possible? Hold on, I have to go. Is it possible that Soludo could be wrong?
I don't think it's. He only wants the Eastern to have a political face.
Is it possible that Soludo could be wrong?
Yeah, he might be wrong.
Thank you very much for calling. We're off on a break. We'll be right back.
For efficient and clean audio quality.
Log on to nigeriainfo.fm.
Watch us live on YouTube and Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter at nigeriainfofm
and Instagram at nigeriainfofm Lagos.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not.